Hello and welcome back to a new episode for the conversion of Lifeboat Hygge. We've just come back from a turn around the island. And what I want to show you in here is the galley. I've made the hatch under the worktop. Let me show you from that side, it's easier. Behind there is the diesel heater, and we're getting to a point where I can actually permanently fit this long bit of the worktop on. And then we'll be looking at putting the sink in and a tap on and cracking on with that. Hope you enjoy this episode. As you can see, I've cleared out my utility room because the calorifier will go in this space, as there's the two water pipes coming out peeking through the bulkhead. So I want to paint the floor out. There's loads of wires here which will need connecting. These black and red ones are from the solar panels which will go on the roof. The controllers will go on this bulkhead. And yeah, there's a lot of sorting out in this space, but like I said, I'm going to be painting the floor to begin with, and I'll show you the calorifier as well. The calorifier is a bit of a beast. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking when I got it, to be honest. Probably you can never have too much hot water, but it's a 75-litre one. And it's got all the connections on it, and it's got an extra coil so I can actually attach it to the coolant of the engine, which means kind of free heat when we're moving along. 75 litres, which should last quite some time. And yeah, another job that wants doing before I can move in, so I can have running water and actually use the shower when that's finished. Painted the floor in the utility room so that can dry out, and then the calorifier can go in there. And we'll have to have a look at what plumbing I need for it, but I'm sure I can work that out. But this can dry. I am standing by the cutout for the sink. It's a very nice day today, which I shouldn't complain about, but it's very difficult for filming because look at the light coming through the window. But anyway, I am ready to cut the hole for the tap in the kitchen. I measured it all out. It can go exactly in the middle of that style for the window frame. The other interesting thing is that I need to do a bit more sorting out the rebate for the sink itself, because I think everything must have shrunk, because it's actually too small at the moment, where I've cut it oversized. But anyway, that's easy enough to do. So I'm going to drill a hole in my countertop to get the tap in. I've got a well-worn hole saw for it, and I'll just start nibbling away at it to get that in. So the sun has finally gone round a bit, so I can actually film my galley. We glued the worktop in. That's all solid, and I'm very happy with how that looks. I put the tap in exactly where I wanted it. All good. Connections are still hanging loose because that will need a bit more doing. I'm making a shelf in this under the sink cupboard, and yeah, I'm so happy with how the colours all come together and how it's starting to look. I think it'll be lovely. I still find it amazing how quickly my boat turns into a workshop again. Luckily I've covered the worktop with bits of cardboard. I don't want to damage that at all. And what I've been doing this morning is put a shelf in my under sink cupboard, and that of course will need painting green, and then the doors can be hung. And yeah, after that it will be time to have a look at this bit of the counter, which we actually already cut. It needs quite a big cutout for the hob, but before that can happen I need to make sure I connect this socket, as the wires for the microwave oven come out of here, and the lead for the mains comes in here as well. So of course that needs connecting before I can put the hob on. So that's probably the next thing I'll do. If I can find a screwdriver small enough, I'm sure I will. I have just climbed onto the roof, as you can see, and the reason for that is that I wanted to show you that I put the last coat of yellow on the solar panel tray on the inside. I had used some other 2-pack paint, but that had gone really chalky and was leaving marks everywhere. And as I'm getting closer and closer to actually putting the solar panels in, I thought I'd get this all sorted. You can see how nice the rain has been sitting on there, and happy to have had that done. It's been very on and off, the weather here, but yesterday there was a dry moment, so I gave that a quick coat of yellow paint. End of another video. There's some weather coming in by the looks of things, and I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been doing loads of painting, giving stuff a final coat of paint, which for the video doesn't really make a difference, but for finishing off things it seriously does. Kind of near enough painted the steps going in. I've made a tiny little bit of side bit there, because in this area is where the fridge freezer is going to go. My space for the washing machine is ready to receive the washing machine. I've put the worktop on, but that's become a workplace again. I've got the tap in, which is exactly where I wanted it. The sink is not just in because I need to connect the pipes first, but they're all ready and waiting. I've made a shelf for the under the sink cupboard, and that's at the moment upside down and drying. The calorifier is making itself a nuisance in the snug at the moment. That's because I had quite a bit of trouble finding out where the connections for the coolant go on the engine. Turns out they go onto the turbo, so that's something else to look at. My to-be dining area is still very much a storage space for everything and anything. And that's how we plod on. I've done a few bits in the snug, as in 2 strips, one on either side. There will be another strip, and then in between there will be a strip LED light, so the light goes near enough up and then over to the other side. And yeah, it's all, again, it feels like a bit of a race at the moment. And I think it's the biggest mess it's near enough been since I've been doing the inside. But we're definitely getting there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I hope to see you next week for a new episode. Bye.